And we are live. What is up, everyone? This is a very much unplanned stream. I wasn't gonna do this, but you know what? I decided, hey, might as well. Hey, what is up, everyone? Notel, is that how I pronounce your name? Notel? Not L? How's it going? Prototype, hey, how's it going? So, I was planning on this stream to be a manga-filled, spoiled stream, but to my surprise, most of the people who are here are anime onlys, so I scratched that idea, but hey, at least you guys can actually watch the video now. Star Slinger, how's it going? Yeah, so this is the funny thing. So Spotify and Apple don't have the music apparently, but if I go to YouTube Music, oops, that's not what I want to do. But if I go to YouTube Music right now, it's right there. It's right there. All of it is right there. So might as well, right? And another thing that kind of caught my attention. So this is the reason why I decided to plan this, because the reason why I didn't want to do this and not want to stream it and not want to stream it on YouTube is because, you know, obviously the copyright and whatever, right? If I streamed this on Twitch, it would have been way more easier in my opinion, but I have no audience in Twitch, and I don't know if any of you guys want to go to Twitch, but the reason why I decided to do this is, so I was like just having fun and looking at like Attack on Titan soundtrack compilations, right? So like someone uploaded like the full soundtrack of Attack on Titan seasons 1 to 4. It is 8 hours long on YouTube, and YouTube doesn't give a shit about it. Like, so in my opinion, like the way I see it, if this random person was able to upload 8 hours of Attack on Titan music and not get copyright claim, I should be fine. I should be fine. 8 hours. 8 hours. I'm not gonna play this obviously, but 8 hours of Attack on Titan music, and YouTube seems to not care about this. Sure, fine, whatever. So yeah, we're gonna be listening to the Attack on Titan final season part 2 music. I'm not a music expert, just to clarify this. I'm not like a music producer or a rapper or like somebody who knows how to play music like you do see in YouTube videos. So I'm not gonna be listening to this and go, oh my god, I love how they use the percussions and the leitmotifs and how the tone shifts up and down in melody in correlation with the emotions and whatever. No. That is not my field of expertise. Don't expect me to do that. I just love listening to music. So yeah, keep your expectations low. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's pretty much it. I mean, I have it already. I can just play it. So there's 15 soundtracks. Sorry, 15 tracks of part 2. The first track up until the 12th one. So the first 12 tracks are from Kota Yamamoto, and then the last 3 tracks are from Hiroyuki Sawano. So just like how final season part 1 soundtrack album was composed. So like most of it is by Kota Yamamoto, and then the last three I can't speak today. The last 3 tracks are from Hiroyuki Sawano. Final Season Part 2's soundtrack isn't as long as Part 1's, as I have just noticed. Part 1's soundtrack was like an hour and a half, and this one is only an hour. Kind of surprising. But then again, like Part 1 is like 16 episodes, and this is only 12 episodes. So either way, I'm pretty excited. Footsteps of Doom and the Attack on Titan, the third version of Attack on Titan by Hiroyuki Sawano, are already they already released these as like single tracks on YouTube, so I have already seen them. I have already heard the full tracks of them. In fact, I have actually recorded a reaction to Footsteps of Doom for my reaction to episode, what was it, 5 of Final Season Part 2. It's in the video. So I guess that's pretty much it. And without any further ado, I guess let's listen to Footsteps of Doom, the first track in the album, and hopefully by the time I actually play this, YouTube doesn't immediately delete the entire VOD saying, nope, you're not allowed. I hope that is not the case, but if it is, then that'll be funny and that'll be the end of the stream. So, and also the volume for you guys, I'm going to be lowering down the volume to half. But it's still gonna be like full volume for me, and it's not really gonna be a big deal. I'm just lowering it down just so that the YouTube copyright won't like immediately detect this, I guess. But let's listen to Footsteps of Doom. Oh, it's such an amazing track too by Kota Yamamoto. Like, Yamamoto has clearly captured the feeling of like this atmospheric hellscape that the rumbling was about to incur in this episode. And the violins too, or the strings, kind of gives you like this eeriness, you know what I mean? Is it weird to me to say that listening to this specific part kind of reminds me of a spine, because it's like waving around? Yeah, chills all the way. I feel like the strings might replicate screaming. Interesting. Oh, the choir in this part is so good. And then there's beat drop. Oh. Whew. Getting chills. Like there's so much stuff going on in this track alone. Like there's a narrative going on. And again, I'm not a music person, but that's how it feels. Like you can just already imagine and picture like the rumbling in your head right now as this music is playing. Oh, I want to see this track perform live as well. Yeah, I agree. And again, the drums mimicking like the footsteps. The thing that made this track so good and so memorable, in my opinion, is that they only used it twice. So it's memorable and it's unique. They don't overuse it. Specifically made for the rumbling, and then in the next episode, which is still like a continuation of the scene where we see everybody in paths. Hearing the footsteps one last time. Ah, so good. So good. What a track to kick off the album. It's definitely up there. It's definitely like, man, I was about to say top 5, but then I remember like that there's a lot of really good tracks from Attack on Titan. But it's definitely top 10. It's definitely top 10. Ah, it's so good. You have a feeling they're gonna be using this track again in the first episode of part 3? They could. They could. They could. Again, no spoilers, but it is. I wouldn't be surprised. Alright then, let's just continue on with the next track on the list, which is Into the Night, acoustic version. Wonder what this one is gonna be. Ah, it's this one. Keith and McGaff. Oh, that episode was... That scene was very heartbreaking to me.
We're quiet as we wait for the darkness, bracing for the cold, chilling winds hiding.
Oh!
Racing, blazing with ship passion, ready for the shadow. You tell me that there's no hope in trying.
I was not expecting this.
No point in hiding. No, we can't run now. Razor closing in. Don't you leave me stranded. Every step.
Don't you leave me stranding.
Our destiny will someday all make sense for us. So
Our destiny will somehow make sense.
come back and we'll get through the night. Just wait for the light.
Wow. Now, legit, I got goosebumps when the vocals actually kicked in. I was not expecting that. Legit got me goosebumps. That was a great song. Holy shit. That was a great song. I'm sad that they didn't use the full song in the part 2, but holy shit, that was a good song. That was a good song. Holy shit. You know what? I want to go back. I want to go back. Screw it. I want to go back to like. I want to.
As we wait for the darkness, bracing for the cold, chilling winds hiding. My heart's racing, blazing with ship passion, ready for the shadow.
Ready for the shadow.
Tell me that there's no hope in trying, but the worst is here, no point in hiding.
These lyrics.
No, we can't run now, rays are closing in. Don't you leave me stranded. Every step that we take on the way to our destiny will someday all make sense for us. So look ahead for the sun to come back and we'll get through the night. Just wait for the light.
Just wait for the light. Holy shit. Unexpected banger. Unexpected banger. Yeah, keep spoilers to a minimum. Don't talk specifically about like story related stuff, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. You should use this in 138. I know what scene you're talking about. 134 would also be good. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of tracks in Final Season Part 1 that I thought would have been great to be used in Final Season Part 2, but they just never used it. Like, one track in particular I would say is like Night in Liberio, which was a track from Final Season Part 1 that I thought they were gonna use in the final episode of Part 2 when Eren and the gang were like in Liberio at night. Kind of makes... It's obvious, right? But they didn't use it. So, yeah, I have a feeling like some of these tracks will not be used in Part 3, and Yamamoto and Sawano are probably gonna be creating new tracks as well. But man, that was a good song. That was a good song. I was not expecting this to be... Wow. Okay then, the next song, everybody's favorite. Everybody's favorite. This is the version that they played when they were fighting in Shiganshina. Ashes on the Fire is a really great song, don't get me wrong. It's a really great song, and I feel like a lot of people in the community kind of talk shit about it because overused and whatever, but it's a great song. It's a great song. This one has a different feel to it. can't describe it. It's the guitar. Ooh. Kura Yamamoto can make 50 versions of this and I'll love each one of them. Yep, I agree. Ooh. 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 Hang on. Oh, I love this part so much. It's kind of like a ticking time bomb. Because it is a race, right? They played the song during the fight in Shiganshina because it is technically a race for them to reach Eren and for Eren to reach Zeke. Yeah, a lot of people need to give Kota Yamamoto more credit because he's an amazing composer, and I feel like he perfectly captures like the essence of final season as a whole. Like it's grander, it's more the atmosphere of the season, I mean. There's a grander feel to it. That's why most of the tracks feel a lot more orchestrated. Like there's more orchestral tracks than before. Like Sawano is Sawano, you know, he would do all Sawano things. But Yamamoto kind of adds his own flair to it, which is fresh. And also, like, again, perfectly captures season 4. Hell yeah, this is already better than the original version for me. I like both. I like them both. I like them both. Okay, next is called Man-Child. Interesting. It's this one. Okay. Love the eeriness. This being the first music you hear in Final Season Part 2 legit gave me goosebumps. I think this is perfect as the first music to actually play. Like, it's foreboding. It's mysterious. You don't know what to expect, right? And especially for anime onlys. There's definitely a sense of power in this track now that I'm thinking about it. Like, this is from like the perspective of someone who is helpless and minuscule compared to what they are looking at, which is huge, the Titans. In the sense of this scene where this song was playing, which is the first episode of Final Season Part 2, it makes sense. Everybody is a scout, they are in the presence of Zeke, who is a Titan, who just met Ymir, who is like a god. It makes sense. Zeke was literally a man-child coming out of a Titan's body. True. That is true. Ooh, you can kind of hear. It's very faint, but you can kind of hear like vocals in the back going like oh, oh. It's so good. Wow. Again, like I said, it sets the tone for part 2 really, really well. Let's just continue on with the next track, which is All of the Freedoms. You can't tell, but I have chills all over my body. This is the track that I was like expecting the most of. Equal parts tragic, equal parts heroic, all of the freedoms. Such a good track. This track could also be the theme of all of the Jaeger families, if you ask me. Like Grisha, Zeke, Aaron, they represent freedoms of their own, right? And I feel like this track perfectly captures like their dynamic, both tragic, both heroic. yeah, this moment in the anime, well done. The animation and the character acting was well done. Yeah, I agree. It's out on YouTube Music, but on Spotify and everywhere else, it's not there, which is weird. YouTube superior platform? This is the part that broke me. Are we back? 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 So where did we end? When did I end? Did I just left immediately after that song just ended, or what? No. That was on my end. OBS just decided to and just stops everything, and I was like, no. So no, that was not YouTube. That was. Okay, good. We can salvage this. So let me just go back to where is it again? Yeah, I don't know what happened there. OBS just decided to stop, and then my browser also decided to stop, and that was like, hang on. Put it there. I'll put you guys over here. Okay, and all right. Maybe Zeke stopped the stream instead of Aaron. Paths. So, the last song that I heard was All of the Freedoms, right? That was the last song that we heard, right? Yep, okay. Well, the good news is since OBS kind of crashed. But the good news is the recording was actually saved, so not all is lost. I can still basically use that and edit that to for you guys to watch on YouTube instead. So okay then, let's continue on, shall we? Let's continue on. The next song on the list is TRAITOR. Oh, this is when... Yeah, this is from episode 11 of part 2, from Retrospective. TRAITOR gives you EMA vibes? Yeah, I can hear it a little bit. Yeah, this is when Connie goes complete apeshit and just annihilates all of the Jaegerists. Sounds like farts. This was in episode 3 first. Oh, you're right. This is when Eren was running. Yeah. And Gabi saving Kaya as well. See, this part is when Connie goes complete Beyblade mode. See, this is when... Now this part is when Eren was about to break free and starts running to Zeke in episode 3. For a song titled TRAITOR, there's definitely a lot of hopefulness in this track. Or is it just me? Like the way things are building up. and then Gabby shoots. And then the head starts spinning around. Song of the Traitors, the Alliance, I guess. I mean, yeah, that's to be expected. Song of the Alliance. For episode 11, that works, but I'm just like thinking for like episode 3. No, it works. It works. All right, next one, Night of the End, which somebody in the chat said is one of their favorites in this whole. We're back. Oh my god, this is like the worst stream ever. Yeah, I'm switching browsers. Oh god. I never had this problem before. I don't know why. I don't know why. Hope you guys are able to forgive me for this. Oh my god. I never had this problem before. Because I was streaming like, this isn't like my first stream. I streamed for like, what? I don't wanna, what? Okay. But yeah, anyways. We are back. Again. I'm just gonna wait for like a few minutes for people to actually come back here. Because the concurrent viewers kind of dipped. No worries, love the stream. I'm ahead since I've got assignments to do. Hey, complete your assignments. Yeah. You want to listen to the full album by yourself? Yep. Go ahead. Thank you for thanks for coming into the stream, Prototype. Hope you worked out on that assignment really well. All right, we were just about to listen to Night of the End. Kind of ironic that the stream kind of went away again. All right, people are coming back. All right, let's continue on with Night of the End. All of part 2 happened in 3 days. Yep. Crazy, isn't it? And it was such a beautiful track too when this was played in episode 2. Yeah, just when I said it was someone's favorite song, at least the YouTube stream is like not being copyright claim or you know, this is all just problems on my end and not on YouTube's end, so I'm happy for it. Ooh. The 2 notes playing repetitively, so good. The way they incorporated this song with a recap makes the recap so good. Like, a lot of people kind of like dislike the fact that episode 2 started with this really long recap, but this song kind of changes the mood and the atmosphere of that recap itself. Kind of goes to show how, like, what a powerful song and how good direction can, like, change things. This song paired with, like, the visuals of part of the episode, with the soldiers, like, desperately trying to get to Eren. It definitely feels like this hopelessness. Crazy, like, the previous track, Traitor, I said was full of hope, and this is not full of hope at all. This is despair. And especially paired with Reiner's speech to Eren. Amazing scene. Amazing soundtrack, amazing soundtrack. Alright, next up is From You, 2000 Years Ago. And this is a long one, 6 minutes. Will I keep this up on past live streams? Depending on how YouTube's copyright is gonna affect this, I'm gonna let this be an unlisted video for now, or a private video for now, but I have the recordings on my local hard drive, so even if the YouTube copyright system would eventually take this video or this livestream down, I have a recording up and ready on my drive. So I'm probably gonna be uploading that version instead, which is going to be like an edited highlight version. So yeah. You know what? I just realized something. The way the song starts in the beginning and slowly progresses into the later parts also kind of shows like progression of like 2000 years. Like how the simplistic tone in the start of the song and then kind of building up slowly into a more orchestral track. Like there's more instruments being played. Yeah, no worries, TK. Ooh, I don't know what instrument that is, but it's definitely selling the eeriness. The alien nature of it. Well, I mean, the memories are technically recaps. Ishan. And here we go, slowly building it up again. The rise and fall of an empire. Power, order, very imperialistic. Wow, this song is like a full-on history lesson. Which is exactly what it's trying to be. Which is great. God damn it. Shall have my seed. As a reward, I shall give you my seed. God damn it. I fucking hate that scene. Oh god, I fucking hate that scene. I hate that scene, and I hate how much the Attack on Titan community has memed on that scene. That scene has lost all meaning to me. It's not even like a bad or like good bad scene anymore. No, it's just gonna make me laugh now. I hate it. I hate the internet so much. Oh god. Let's continue on with the Global Allied Fleet, which is the next track. We have like 7 tracks left. This one I guess it's the Global Allied Fleet, which is going to be from the final episode of part 2. Not as bad as the ratio TITAN. Oh, okay. Very militaristic. This was also a standout track for me. Like when I was watching it, episode 12, I was not expecting this song to be playing during that scene. And you know what? I am grateful for Kota Yamamoto to compose this amazing track, because it made that scene so good. Like, ooh, okay. Da -da 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 -da. Wow. Just adding more layers upon layers. It's that choir, it's so good. It adds to the atmosphere. I really hope they would somebody would release like the lyrics for some of these choirs. Like, even if they are just gibberish, I want to know. Like, I want to know like the deeper meaning behind it. Oh, this is an amazing track too. I mean, it is, but I'm talking about like the full song being this good. And then the bells, signaling the end. MICHI. Okay. It's this one. This is 4 minutes? Sorry. Let me just go back. But this is 4 minutes? Well, I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah. The whole sequence was kind of long, yeah. Yeah, starting from everything being frozen in time and then moving on into the memories. Yeah. This was such a good song. Yeah, the 2001 Space Odyssey scene. And this choir and this whole composition of the track eerily reminds me of the same music that they played in 2001 A Space Odyssey when the main character was like going through the Stargate. Oh. Oh yeah, that is definitely mimicking screaming. Oh my god. Oh, you can hear. There's so many stuff going on here. Ashes on the fire. Fuck. Wow. Yamamoto. Wow. Kind of sounds like footsteps. Now we're in the ethereal unknown. Just ringing. Like the silent night. What the fuck? What the fuck? Legit, this is one of my favorite tracks of the album. It's wow, wow. Yeah. This is a mashup of every track because of showing memories and stuff. But the way they incorporated those tracks in the background, kind of slowly, kind of like a hint of this, a hint of that. You can kind of hear ashes on the fire. You can kind of hear almost every track in some of the major tracks in Attack on Titan, paired with like all of the creepiness in the instruments. Wow. Yeah, it's one thing to just throw a bunch of tracks together, and it's another thing to actually make it in harmony. That's hard, and I feel like Kota Yamamoto in this specific track managed to do so. That takes a lot of talent, in my opinion, because you can't just like throw in a bunch of tracks and then let's just put this here, let's just put this there. It's not gonna make any cohesion. You have to make cohesion out of something that is arguably a mess, and Kota Yamamoto managed to do so. So that was amazing. Yeah, definitely reminds me a lot of the track that they use in 2001: A Space Odyssey. What was the name of that specific track? Something Jupiter. But it's definitely reminds you of yeah. Great. great music, great OST. Wow, gonna have nightmares for. I'm gonna go to sleep, and that is the first thing that is going to be on my head. But next on the track is THAW. A leitmotif of okay. The strings started swirling up, backing up the piano that is alone. Beautiful. Feels like somebody who is lost, trying to find their own way in this life, trying to find their own path in the world. This is a track from like past seasons, but I can't pinpoint which one. Ooh. Ooh, the wind chimes. Oh, so good. A sprinkle of hope. Of peace is a better word. Yeah, it is very magical. YouTube's giving me a warning. But this is a great song, so I'm just gonna let it play. Is the stream dead? No? No? Then why did you... You guys made me... Alright then, that's good. Then let's continue. You guys actually made me, like, scared for a bit. Alright. Don't do that, please. Because if the stream suddenly got blocked, I would just make a new one. Ace, now that you mention it, Yamamoto more like Hans Zimmer? Yeah. kind of reminding me of like a soundtrack that Hans Zimmer made from Kung Fu Panda, just a tiny bit. Mostly due to the wind chimes, which is a great touch. Alright, the next one is Into the Night, which we've already listened to before, but that was the acoustic version. And the acoustic version is only like 2 minutes, and this one is 4 minutes, so I'm expecting a banger. I am actually expecting a banger. Okay. Ooh. Kind of reminding me of Zelda, just a bit. Now, will this top barricades though? Because I love barricades. Ooh, hang on, this sort of, Okay. Yeah, the instrumentation in this part is... Ooh, love the flow. Okay. Strings. Dun 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 dun. I love how they're slowly adding more and more layers of instrumentation. They're building it up. Ooh, that fall. And rise. And fall again. Oh my god, that's so good. A roller coaster of emotion. Chaotic, definitely chaotic, in a good way.
We're quiet as we wait for the darkness, bracing for the cold, chilling winds hiding.
I'm turning it up for you guys.
Racing, blazing with sheer passion, ready for the shadow. You tell me that there's no hope in trying.
Fuck, this is so good!
No point in hiding. No, we can't run now, raise our toes in.
And the choir in the back. Am I gonna put a replay for this live stream? I'm going to private it first because of copyright stuff, but in any way there's going to be a version of the stream up on my channel, whether it be a highlighted edited version or just the full version. Yeah, I really hope this is in part 3 as well. It's too good of a song. And the vocal part, in my opinion, is way too short, and they need to like extend that. Please, extend that. Make it longer. Make this whole song longer. Make this like 10 minutes. Please. 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 Such a good song. Alright, that is the end of the Koda Yamamoto section of the soundtrack, because everything else right now is going to be Hiroyuki Sawano. Only three tracks is gonna be from Sawano, but hey, it's the god himself. But yeah, Into the Night. Unexpected banger. But let us continue on with Sawano's first track in this album, which is ELO. Hello. Okay, Sawano. Okay. Sneaking in Attack on Titan? Yeah, they did not use this track. I would know. Will be used for 134. Immediately as that drop hits, YouTube's like, hey, there's copyright music here. I'm not joking. The minute that drop just happened, YouTube just decided to say, hey, heads up, we've detected like copyrighted audio in your stream. The trumpets. Yeah, the horns. Sawano is just loving putting in like strings in like just the right time lately. And when I say lately, I'm specifically talking about Attack on Titan's soundtrack. Sawano's other works in other animes, they're good, don't get me wrong, but there's definitely, I don't know, doesn't hit as hard as Attack on Titan's music and the way it is composed. That's just my opinion. Sam, when is the Fire Punch reactions coming out? Yeah, I'm sorry that I missed out on last week's Fire Punch reaction because I got sick, so I wasn't able to upload or edit anything new, but they're coming out this week. They're coming out. 2 more tracks and then the stream will survive. Please, just 2 more tracks. But I'm really scared of the final one. I am really scared of the final track in this album, which is Attack on Titan. So I'm just scared of playing that song and then the stream just goes done. But ELO was a really good song from Sawano. Kind of cheeky there, Sawano. Basically, kind of shoving in a version of Attack on Titan without calling it Attack on Titan. All right, 2 more songs. 2 more songs. I want to read the chat first a bit, because we are in the final stretch of the OST. I already talked to you. Into the Night would work really well with 131. Huh. I mean, well, I'm thinking of the scene in 131, but I'm just trying to see if it actually would fit in 131. It can, but I have a feeling that Sawano and Yamamoto would probably create a new song for that specific moment, because it is like a really big moment, right? So I'm expecting them to create a new song for 131. But I can definitely see I can definitely see Into the Night be played in like other parts of the manga, especially when it comes to like the Alliance, because there's definitely a lot of moments from the Alliance that screams like an Avengers scene, if that makes sense. You know, like an Avengers scene. You know, they would come in, pose a shot, then continue on with their battle. I feel like Into the Night would work really well on that. Let's see. Unrelated, but have you read Oshinoko? No, I have not. It is by the Kaguya-sama author. Yes, I know about that. I have not read it, and I know there's an anime coming out, and I don't know if I wanna watch the anime or if I wanna read the manga first. Want to take a minute to thank everyone for chapter numbers and no spoilers. Yeah, good job. Chat, for once you're actually doing a fantastic job at keeping the spoilers to a bare minimum. The way you're chatting is really sweet, in my opinion. You're letting manga readers know what you're talking about, but you're also making sure that anime onlys don't know what you're talking about. So you did good, chat. You did good. I don't have to like ban anyone in the stream, which is great. All right, let us continue on with the last 2 tracks. YouSee-Power by Hiroyuki Sawano is the next one. What chapter did part 2 left off? 130, right? Right, chat? 130, right? Yeah, 130. Want to sense a distance from this 130 area? Well, about that. Let's just say the first episode of part 3 is gonna start with a bang. Yeah, this is the scene where Grisha is talking to Frida. A lot of people predicted like this track was gonna be used for this scene, and the fact that they did use it was really, really surprising, and I was very much satisfied. YouTube's being angry again at me, come on. Just 8 more minutes. 8 more minutes, YouTube, and then the stream will not be playing any of these copyrighted music. Yeah, I'm really scared of playing the final track, which is Attack on Titan. The most copyright unfriendly track in all of Attack on Titan. YouTube gatekeeping Hiroyuki Sawano. Oh, but yeah, this song, I mean, we've already heard this song before in season 3, but this rendition definitely feels more royal. Wow, that silence for a few seconds. I love the piano in the back, and that's definitely Sawano playing the piano. Ooh, wow, kind of like wailing. The strings are like crying. Great touch by Sawano there. Yes, so the stream will not immediately be on YouTube because copyright, you know, I don't want the entire thing to be copyright claim, but I am recording the entire stream, so it'll be saved on my hard drive. So in the case of this whole stream actually getting copyright claim and getting like blocked, I can just have my drive. I can have like the recording of this stream ready to go, and I can just edit that, and I can just upload that version instead. Sounded like cops. Excited for part 3, but they won't show us a release date. If I'm not mistaken, part 3 should be in spring season, right? So the Studio Mappa release date. So fall of 2020 is going to be Chainsaw Man, which I am going to be watching and reacting to, and then spring. Sorry, not spring. Winter of 2023 is going to be Vinland Saga Season 2, which I'm also going to be reacting to, and then spring, which is the season after that, is going to be Attack on Titan Final Season Part 3. So I think that's the schedule for now. So Attack on Titan is probably going to be out sometime around April or May of next year. So it's still a long way to go. I don't think it's gonna be January though. That's the thing. Because January is already being taken by Vinland Saga for Studio Mappa. At least that specific slot of. And I know Vinland Saga is probably gonna be like 20 episodes, so it's gonna bleed into like the spring season. So yeah, I'm biding my time for this final track, which is Attack on Titan, which I am really scared to play because I don't want the stream to just get blocked immediately. But yeah, let's talk about like something else for a bit. Yeah, I thought they actually did confirm it though. Hang on, I want to check first. Attack on Titan final season part 3. I guess the best thing we got are like Twitter leaks. But yeah. Oh my god, the Yuri on Ice movie. Ace, you mentioned that. You know how many years we waited for that? Or at least how many years I have waited for that. This is like fucking forever. Like they announced that movie for like years ago. It's crazy. They announced that movie like years ago, and then you have something like Jujutsu Kaisen 0, which was like announced and released in the same year. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in the production side of things for Studio Mappa. But I would assume it's mostly surrounding like the director of the movie. Because with Jujutsu Kaisen 0, like Sang-Hoo Park was still working on season 2, and then he would season 1, and then he would immediately work on the movie. But when it comes to like Yuri on Ice, I feel like the director kind of left the production a bit after season 1 ended, while the movie was announced. Like they were like working on other projects first, and then they would want to go back to the movie. So that's why it's taking forever. But yeah, Villain Saga and Shingeki are on the same TV channel on NHK. Yeah, exactly. They, when it comes to like TV schedule, you have to plan this way in advance to like have like your own scheduling block ready. And even though Vinland Saga would probably bleed into spring season, because again, starting in winter, Vinland Saga is probably 20 episodes, so that's gonna be continuing on into spring. So the schedule isn't technically gonna be like yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, I mean they can. Attack on Titan can technically release in winter if they want to, but if they delay it to spring, it would be all the better because more time for the animators to actually produce better stuff. Yeah, they are not going to be releasing Vinland Saga and AOT at the same time. It is nuts because by the time Vinland Saga is released, Chainsaw Man may probably still be releasing at that time. I mean, we don't know how many episodes Chainsaw Man is going to be, but since it's kind of the leaks kind of confirmed that Chainsaw Man is going to be adapting all of Part 1, and unless they split it into like separate different cores, if they don't separate it, then it's probably going to be more than 20 episodes, so that's going to be insane. July 16th, because it's going to be a Mappa event. Yeah, July, there's going to be a lot of stuff happening in July, and I guess I'll talk about it right now, because some of you guys are here. So, if I remember correctly, July 4th is going to be the Chainsaw Man event from Studio Mappa and Crunchyroll and whatever at Anime Expo and whatever that event is. But yeah, I'm going to be live streaming that as well, so... And I'm probably going to be live streaming a bunch of other stuff in July as well, because there's so many stuff going on in July. Chainsaw Man Part 2 is also going to be around July as well. yeah, I'm still kind of holding on to this track, Attack on Titan. It's a great track, but YouTube's gonna completely axe this. Pro Pincus said, still extremely upset that Akuma no Ko won't be the final ED. Hey, if they made Shock for Final Season Part 1 and people thought that was amazing, and then they released Akuma no Ko, which people thought was very amazing, let's hope they can make an even better song for Part 3. Alright, folks, the moment of truth, Attack on Titan. I'm gonna be lowering the audio again, even more now, because I'm really scared for this. But let's hope YouTube will allow me to play this song. It was an honor knowing you guys. I have a feeling that Sawano's probably gonna be remixing this song again for Part 3. Just a feeling, just a feeling. But this song is like a great example of Attack on Titan's evolution, in my opinion. Because you have like, what, three like versions of the song? Like you got the original version from Season 1, and then you got the new version, the WMID version from Season 3, and then you have this version in Season 4. And each of these specific songs have like a specific mood to them. This one, you definitely feel like the terror, the horror, and how totally messed up this whole situation is. Ishan, stop. Stop. I don't want YouTube to see it at all. Please, stop. Oh, this part is so good. Oh no, YouTube's starting to act up. YouTube saying it's detected copyrighted audio. The stream is still going. But the drop is gonna come in soon, and I'm really scared. But I love how Sawano kind of slowed down this specific portion of the song. Playing with the piano and the strings, kind of giving this chaotic feel to it. It's been an honor, people. It's been an honor. Just a few more minutes. Just a few more minutes. Come on, YouTube, just a few more minutes. I'm kind of wondering if Sawano just used the WMID version and then just add more instruments to it for this version, because it kind of sounds like it. I mean, you have the same singer. Love the shot in the final episode, just panning around to Liberio getting completely annihilated. And the final shot, which is a footstep. Oh my god, the stream survived. Holy shit. The stream survived. Holy shit. Oh god. Thank god. Thank god for that. Wow. Wow. Do I like this soundtrack album more than part 1 though? That's the question. We survived. Into the Night was also unexpectedly a banger. All of the Freedoms, TRAITOR is also really good. Night of the End was also fantastic. MICHI is also hauntingly incredible. Did something happen? Did something happen? Did the stream kind of... Okay, we're back. Okay, so... Where was I? Oh yeah, yeah, it's just a lot of really good, like, standout music from part 2. Footsteps of Doom, Into the Night was also really great. All of the Freedoms, TRAITOR was also fantastic. Night of the End was also really good. MICHI was also unexpectedly, hauntingly amazing. I want to check part 1's soundtrack just a bit. I just want to remember some of the tracks for part 1. Because part 1, there's also a lot of like really great stuff in part 1 as well. Yeah, part 1 has a lot of really great soundtracks in my opinion as well. Like Ashes on the Fire was also a favorite. The Other Side of the Sea was my favorite track of Final Season part 1. Splinter Wolf was also really good. Memory Lane was underused in the anime in my opinion, and that was a really good song. Liberio at Night was also really sweet. True History, Fall of Marley was also really great. I don't know which one I like more, part 1 or part 2. Both are great. Both are great. I feel like part 2 builds from the foundation of part 1, but there's a lot of really great standouts in part 2 as well. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna be listening to Into the Night over and over and over again. That is an amazing song. Ashes on the Fire can be used in any situation. Yeah, The Warriors was one of your favorites. Guilty Hero and Successor is you love Guilty Hero and Successor, yeah? Oh, the stream cut out for a second there. Weird, because I wasn't really doing anything, and it's showing excellent connection on my end. Part 2 has more OSTs for less episodes. True. I mean, overall, part 1 has like 23 soundtracks. And that's just because, you know, there's like 16 episodes. And part 2 only has 15, but that's only for 12 episodes. It's a great album. It's a great album. If I have to choose a top 5, then I would probably go... Man, Into the Night has shot up in my top Attack on Titan soundtracks a lot. Into the Night, Footsteps of Doom, All of the Freedoms, MICHI unexpectedly was also incredible in the way it is composed. And then I would say Night of the End. I'm not putting Attack on Titan because that's cheating. That's just Sawano recreating his signature track. Like Attack on Titan is already like top 5 for me, so I'm not putting it there. They did not include Vault 2 used in the TRAITOR episode? Well, I mean, there's a couple of tracks. There's a couple of reused tracks in part 2 that was straight up directly from like the previous album, so that's probably why. Like they used like a track from like season 1 in like that episode 11, right? So that's probably why it's not in this album. Yeah, and so is Barricades. Like Barricades is Barricades, and it's available in season 2. Like there's no reason for them to put Barricades in this album, because this is all new tracks that are, you know, that's never been used before. New tracks and new renditions. The Barricades that they used was an instrumental version that is also available in the season 2 album. So yeah. Let me see here. Let's move you here. Let's move this. Let's take that out of the way. Have you guys seen... I mean, yeah, probably. You guys have seen like the Attack on Titan, like the new cover art for the Blu-ray, right? Let's see. Like you've seen this, right? What an amazing cover art, in my opinion. It's so good. Manga readers will know the significance of this, but yeah, it's amazing. I love it. It's better than the one that they used for this part, for part 2, which is the Eren one with the Shard's memories. I do not like that cover art at all. I don't like that poster at all. I mean, it's fine. I understand its significance. I know what they're trying to do, but I don't know. It just feels like a mess, in my opinion. This one has better composition, and it shows directly like what this season is trying to do. Should they use this for part 3? I mean, they should. They should have. This should have been the poster for part 3, if you ask me. It has way more significance than the one that they use. And I don't hate the one that they use, which is like the alliance in the rumbling footsteps, but this one was really great. I really like this cover art. And speaking of the Blu-ray, I'm planning on rewatching final season with the Blu-ray. I'm not gonna do a reaction to it. That's pointless. But I am definitely gonna be watching that. I kind of want to see like the difference between like some of the animation, because there's definitely some parts that I do feel kind of rough around the edges when it comes to like the animation. especially when I go frame by frame on some of the parts. So I'm curious to see like what they change for part 2 in the Blu-ray. And I'm holding off on my final rating for final season part 2 until the Blu-ray comes out, because I want to review the best version of the story. But yeah, that was an amazing cover art. You wish they used K21 more in the series? Yeah, but you know, they already used it in season 3 with Kenny, and they kind of used it again when Levi was fighting the Beast Titan. But yeah, the missing colossal eyes in the final episode was, that bugged me off. Like, legit kind of made me go ballistic. I was like, why? Look, still frames of 3 branches, I can forgive you. Missing eyes on the Colossal Titans? No. Bad Studio Mappa, bad. I'm joking. They were probably rushing that episode a lot, in my opinion, and they'll probably gonna be fixing that. There's also like some parts of that episode that was kind of wanky. I don't know if I can actually show this. Is it on YouTube? If it's on YouTube, I can kind of try to find the scene. Basically, there's a scene in the final episode of final season part 2 when the Colossal Titans are like swimming, and the wave, there's like a couple of frames of the waves that just loops, and that kind of bugged me. Hang on. Final season part 2. Episode 12. Aha, here we are. Here we go. Hang on, let me go here. So there's a scene right here. In this part. So if you guys haven't noticed, pay attention to this specific part of the screen. On the top left of the screen. You know what? Actually, let's do this instead, so it's bigger. So I want you guys to focus on this part of the screen. So I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna play it, and I want to see if you guys can catch it. Did you guys notice that? So basically, this is coming up, right? Frame by frame, this is coming up. It's coming up. Fills the screen, and then it's gone. This is one frame before, and this is the next frame. I don't know. This is like the most nitpicks of nitpicks, but it's visible and I can see it, and my OCD is kind of like, why is that there? Why is that there? Because everything else apart in the scene was like so well done. It's just that scene and then the infamous scene right here where Colossals are like literally missing its eyes. Yeah, kind of rough. hopefully, I mean, they'll definitely gonna be fixing that on the Blu-ray. But yeah. I mean, in all honesty, part 2, in my opinion, is better than part 1 in a lot of ways, especially when it comes to like the production. Still some rough edges, but still Attack on Titan. But yeah. Probably was just something so small it wouldn't have mattered if they skipped over it to get it out in time. Yeah, that's the thing. Like they are definitely rushing that final episode. They're probably on the clock. They're probably like a few hours away, and the TV block NHK is probably already, the producers are probably already asking like, hey, where's the final product? Because this is a common thing when it comes to like in anime production. The most egregious example would be One Direct Priority. If any of you guys have ever watched that anime that came out last year, like the director passed out. One of the episodes were like submitted like minutes before the deadline. Yeah. That's why I was hoping that final season part 3 would be out in spring, so that would give the animators like a year, more than a year, to actually finish it. And since we've only have like only a few chapters left, so around 10 episodes. I'm predicting like around 10 episodes. Like I don't think they're gonna push to 12. 12 episodes for part 3 is way too much in my opinion. 10 is like the perfect amount, just like season 3 part 2. But yeah, 10 episodes, more than a year for them to actually work on it. And I hope they can actually make the best version of it, because honestly, it deserves it. And yeah, and the CGI definitely got better as well. I mean, like with part 1, they were like still struggling with like the CGI because they don't know what to do with it. But after they actually worked on it in part 1, already there, and they can focus on a lot more on the other stuff as well. It's great. It's good because most of the assets for final season part 3 is already here in final season part 2. Like the rumbling assets are all there. Aaron's founding titan is already modeled and already rigged, so all they have to do is just animate that. And all of the other titans, Peaks, Reiners, Annies, Falcos, it's all there. So all they have to do is just animate that, maybe create some new ones, but more improved ones if they want. But all I'm saying is most of the assets are already available for them, and all they have to do is just use those assets and create the best possible product that they can give. And I'm really hopeful for it, because part 2 has exceeded my expectations, and hopefully part 3 will also exceed my expectations as well. Because part 3 has a lot of issues, story-wise, that the anime can definitely fix and salvage. Because part 2 also has a lot of issues, in my opinion, in terms of the story. However, the anime completely obliterates the manga, in my opinion. Like, there's a lot of scenes where I didn't really feel anything when I was reading the manga, but watching the anime, I was like, oh, wow, this is the direction that they were going? Wow. Like, it's way more effective. It's way more effective. And I'm hoping that's going to be the case with final season part 3, and I'm also hoping that manga readers will not be completely dicks about it. Because the manga community and the way they act in part 2 was not good. You know who I'm talking about. Yeah. It's funny how Wit Studio and Sawano and Mappa Yamamoto felt like 2 different eras. Yeah, it is. And Studio Mappa is like, how many episodes has Studio Mappa worked on right now? So 16 episodes plus 12 episodes, and probably I'm predicting like 10. Studio Mappa moves. What the fuck? Oh, my lighting stopped. my lighting stopped. I was like, wait, what? But anyways, yeah, Studio Mappa is gonna make at least more than 30, almost 40 episodes of Attack on Titan if Studio Mappa made like 12 episodes for part 3, which is crazy. Yamamoto definitely is a great composer for the final season. Definitely adds his own flair because like the mood has changed, like the atmosphere has changed. So yeah, it's been a great and fun ride, especially if you are like an anime only experiencing this for the first time. Part 2 OST is now on Spotify, just region block. Alright then. Reading manga without music just kind of confuses me on how the tone is supposed to be without hearing their voices. Sorry. Yeah. Cats. I agree with you 100%. I am not a manga reading person. I've mostly been consuming anime most of my life. Well, not really. No. I'm not that too far gone. But when it comes to like manga, I've only ever started reading them properly like a year ago, including Attack on Titan. I mean Attack on Titan I've been reading like quite a while, but yeah, the thing is like, at least with Attack on Titan, I know how they. At least with Attack on Titan, I know how they sound like. I know the characters, I know their voices because I've had a reference, right, with the anime, and I know at least some of the music that Sawano has made kind of helped me out a bit when it comes to like reading the manga. But there's a lot of times when I feel like, yeah, I don't know how to feel about this. I don't know Isayama's direction. The thing about Isayama is like, I mean, Isayama's a great mangaka, don't get me wrong, but Isayama has a way when it comes to like showing emotion. Sometimes it works, and sometimes you get stuff like Connie laughing at Annie, and I don't know what to feel about that when I was reading the manga. Like, should I be happy? Should I be sad? What is going on here? Isayama, what are you trying to do? Especially when Eren, Zeke, and Historia were talking, I kinda only read the manga too because I didn't want to wait a year. Yeah. Eren, Zeke, and Historia. I'm assuming you're talking about episode 11 of part 2 when they kind of spliced the scenes, right? When Eren was talking to Historia and then they spliced it up with Eren talking to Zeke. Yeah, even when I was reading, and here's the thing, right? Some people, when I say like how I feel about when I was reading that specific part of the manga, some people are gonna be like, "Oh, you don't understand the story," and I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm trying to understand the story, but Isayama's not really making it like clear what he wants us to understand." Like I get the criticism, and I also get what I understand now. Once like the story is over, I can understand like the bigger picture, right? But when you're reading it for the first time, you're going in blind. You don't know what's happening. You don't know what's gonna happen next. Most of us understand now because we've already seen the big picture when the final chapter ends, and we've already have like, oh, so that's why Isayama was doing this. Oh, that's the angle that Isayama was going for in that chapter. Oh, I completely read that the wrong way. But when you read it for the first time, you don't know what Isayama was going for. You don't know the direction that he was going for. So I can understand some of the criticism and some of the stuff that the manga community was like going all over the place at. I mean, if you create a story and then half of your community interpret something differently from the other half, then you're clearly not providing a thorough and understandable explanation to your story. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. Again, not saying that Isayama is a bad author or anything. No. In fact, I think I've said this multiple times already. I like the ending of Attack on Titan. I don't mind it at all. I think it's good, and I feel like the criticisms are in my opinion, way too overblown. But I do understand why a lot of people feel that way, because yeah, you have to direct your audience to like a certain specific angle for them to like completely understand the story. Otherwise, you're gonna have an Attack on Titan situation. And I'm glad that the anime addresses this a lot, because the reception of that specific scene that you cats were talking about is definitely more leaning towards the idea that yeah, Eren is definitely not the father, right? Most anime onlys that I have seen their reactions to, most of them would come to the conclusion that yeah, Eren is not the father. This specific scene is definitely is definitely like pushing that idea out. But when you're a manga reader like me, when you first read that in the manga, you're like, what is Isayama trying to do here? Like, is he trying to say that he is? And you want to make sure that you think that way. You want to have confirmation. So you go to the community, you see what other people are saying, and then you see people being split about it, and you're like, well, what's the answer? Yeah, a lot of people thought he was the father as well. Even I thought he was the father as well during that specific moment. Like, that's the problem with like manga as, I guess, a medium of storytelling. You have to make sure your reader fully understands your scene. And you don't want them to like interpret it the wrong way. And I feel like Isayama kind of failed in that regard for that specific moment, because that specific moment is always going to be the specific moment that manga readers are going to go back to and say, hey, this is definitely hinting at Erahisu, this is definitely hinting that Eren is the father, you know? And the anime is clearly saying, hey, for the love of God, no, he's not. But we still haven't seen it, though. We still haven't got full confirmation, right? Copium? Yeah. Yeah, manga is definitely better than just normal. Well, not really better. All types of mediums have their own specific ways of storytelling and how they would make the audience and their readers perceive them. Like if you're just reading a novel, then you have the control. You can have like your own sense of imagination. But when it comes to manga, you see the images and you see what the author is trying to tell you. But the problem is, the author also needs to make sure to bring out a specific mood correctly, otherwise your audiences and your readers are gonna be, confused. And speaking of manga, yeah, I'm looking forward to Chainsaw Man Part 2, which is gonna be coming out next month. I don't know if I want to do a live stream of that. Could be fun. Could be fun, actually, live streaming I almost said Fire Punch. Could be fun live streaming Chainsaw Man live on stream. Because I feel like, and speaking of Chainsaw Man, Tatsuki Fujimoto is like an example of a mangaka that perfectly understands how to like panel your manga correctly, flowing scene to scene, panel to panel, shot from shot. Because most of Tatsuki Fujimoto's works leans more towards like storyboard styles for film and not manga. So his mangas has this sense of cinema to it. Like it's like if you read a Tatsuki Fujimoto manga, it will feel cinematic. And I'm kind of and that's why I'm really looking forward to Chainsaw Man the anime, because you have a manga that is already paneled to perfection, in my opinion. And all you have to do is just copy and paste it, and you should all be good. And since I'm reading like Fire Punch right now, Tatsuki Fujimoto's like previous work, the man still got it. Like Fujimoto just blows me away with the way he panels everything. Like reading Fire Punch and also reading Chainsaw Man and also reading his one-shots definitely feels like I'm reading like a storyboard for a film, which is fun. I guess I'll play some music on because there's no music playing in the back at all. YouTube, don't copyright claim this music as well, please. But speaking of, what do I want to talk about? Yeah, next month's gonna be Chainsaw Man Part 2 and the trailer for Chainsaw Man, the anime, and the latest one-shot from Tatsuki Fujimoto. So many Tatsuki Fujimoto stuff next month. I can't. And I'm surprised that the stream so far has been like really fun. Fine. I meant fine. Let me go back to the chat and see some things that I may have missed. Yeah, we're just chilling right now. We're also waiting for JoJo Part 6, Part 2. Okay, I'm gonna talk a bit about... I'll talk a bit about JoJo. So, I haven't really finished JoJo's at all. I finished Part 1 and 2. I'm stuck in Part 3, in Stardust Crusaders. And I never really continued it ever since, because I've been... The thing about JoJo's is that I know the plot of JoJo's from memes, so I don't want to continue it. Like I already know the plot of JoJo's. I've been spoiled on it on so many occasions. Yeah, you mentioned JoJo Part 6. Reminds me of like Netflix. So Netflix has a lot of stuff going on right now, and there's definitely a couple of animes that I do want to watch, but I don't know if I have the time to actually watch it. I mean, a part of me will enjoy the fact that Netflix just throw in like all of the episodes all at once, so that means I can just watch it all at once, record it, binge it, and just go episode by episode on YouTube uploads. But at the same time, it kills the discussion for that anime as well. And I see that happening with JoJo too, which is kind of a shame, really. Let's see. You watched the Alice and Therese Illusion Factory? Wait, what? Let me check which one is that. Oh, this one. Yeah. I watched that. Yeah, I watched that trailer during the Studio Mappa event 1 year ago, where we waited like 5, 6, 7 hours for the Chainsaw Man trailer. That was an event. Yeah, I watched that like a year ago. This was directed by this movie that you mentioned is gonna be directed by Mari Okada, and I have mixed feelings for Mari Okada. Like, I don't know, there's some, like, I enjoyed some of her works, and then I also don't enjoy some of her works. Thank you, Nettle. Have a good one. Have I ever watched Steins Gate? Yes, of course I've watched Steins Gate. I think I have it at like a 9.5 on my ANILIST. Hang on. Yeah, Steins Gate, 9.5 out of 10. It's a great show. Classroom of the Elite is also something that I have not watched, but now that season 2 is coming out, I don't know, I may want to watch. In fact, is there any shows that you guys want to watch, that you guys want me to watch on the channel? Because I would love to hear like some of your suggestions as well. Because I know most of my audience are people that are from Attack on Titan. So I just want to hear like any shows that you guys want me to watch later on in the future. I mean, Chainsaw Man Villain Saga, that's a given. That's obvious. What shows are gonna be out next season though? Because this current season is going to end soon. You know what? I'm going to look at the AniChart for next season. This is just gonna be like a chill stream if you guys want to hang out and talk about anime. Hang on, I need to save the recording for the soundtrack reaction. Alright, let's try and do this. Devil is a Part-Timer is also something that I want to watch, but I haven't watched the first season, so I want to watch that first season first. Is there a way for me to... Alright, night mode, English. Alright. Rent a Girlfriend, 10 out of 10 masterpiece? No. No, no. I refuse to believe it. No. I haven't seen the first season, but... Okay. I have not seen Rent a Girlfriend before. I have not read the manga before, but I know that one single panel, that one infamous panel that has been circulating around the interwebs. You know what panel it is. I mean... yeah. Overlord is also getting an anime. Hang on, let's see if I can move my... Let's make it small, like... here. So yeah, I guess I can tell you guys something right now, which is the shows that I'm currently watching but I'm not reacting to. So there's a lot of shows that I do want to watch that is this season that is currently airing and is about to be over. So I'm currently catching up with My Dress Up Darling because I want to know what all the fuss is about, and I have opinions on that show, and I'm not gonna be discussing that show. But there's a couple of shows that I do want to watch on my own, and there's a couple of shows that I do want to watch that I want to do a reaction to. So I mean, I'm currently watching Spy Family and Kaguya-sama, that's for sure. Shield Hero I'm not gonna watch. Shikimori's I'm not gonna watch. Komi Can't Communicate, I'm gonna be watching it soon. Not gonna do a reaction to it. Sometime rendering, as I'm definitely watching it. Your boy Kongmin is something that I actually wanna react to. It's something I definitely wanna react to. Because I've seen the opening. That's a fucking banger of an opening. And I know the premise. It's absurd, it's crazy. But I kinda wanna watch it. Another show this season that I do want to do a reaction to is Dance Dance Dancer, which is from Studio Mappa. This is a show that I actually want to do a reaction to. Other than that, I'm not really doing anything this season. But going back to summer of 2022, which is next season, I'm not going to be reacting to Overlord. I'm probably going to be watching that on my own. I'm not a big fan of Overlord, in my opinion. Classroom of the Elite is also something that I'm not going to be watching, but I'm probably going to... I mean, I have to watch like the first season first. Made in Abyss, though. So, my problem right now is that I'm definitely struggling balancing out. I'm definitely struggling the most when it comes to like watching a lot of seasonal shows, right? If it's just one, like when I was doing with Attack on Titan, that's fine. But when I'm doing a lot, that kind of becomes a problem. And since Spy Family and Kaguya-sama is gonna be over soon, at least there's gonna be 2 slots open for me to watch. And maybe I'm gonna be doing Made in Abyss. I don't know. The thing about Made in Abyss is... yeah, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna be reacting to Made in Abyss. That's a given. I'm gonna be reacting to Made in Abyss. Call of the Night is something that I wasn't really planning to, but there's a lot of hype for it, so maybe I'm keeping it on my radar, and I'm probably gonna be late to Call of the Night, but yeah. I mean, there's not a lot of good shows in summer apart from these two. I mean, yeah, apart from like these two that I really want to watch. Ooh, there's also the Ruby anime, and I never really watched Ruby before, but I kind of want to see it. I mean, looking at the list, there's really just nothing that I want to watch. Honestly speaking, apart from maybe Made in Abyss. So next season, my schedule will be. I'm still gonna be doing Death Note. I'm still gonna be reading Fire Punch, and then that'll be continued with Chainsaw Man Part 2, the manga. I'm still gonna be doing Summertime Rendering, which is 24 episodes. Spy Family and Kaguya-sama is gonna be over soon, and that's probably gonna be replaced with Made in Abyss. And then there's gonna be one more slot left, and I'm thinking of doing another. Well, I have to continue with Psycho Pass because I've been holding on that. What's up with Fall? Fall is gonna be a mess. Fall is gonna be a mess. I mean, summer, yeah, there's a lot of slice of life and romance animes. I don't hate them. Obviously, I don't. They're good. I like them. But I'm just like, it doesn't really suit my style of reaction and discussion. Like, I would just watch a slice of life show and I'm like, oh yeah, that's cute. And then I don't know what to discuss. Fall is gonna be huge. I'm not gonna be doing Boku no Hero Season 6 because I have not even watched Season 4 because I lost interest. Mob Psycho I'm definitely gonna be watching. Shit, there is a lot this season. So Mob Psycho and Chainsaw Man for fall of 2022. Luckily I never watched Bleach, so I'm not gonna be watching the 1,000-Year Blood War, but I am kind of interested in getting into Bleach. But I would assume for most of you guys, this is gonna be like a mess for you guys to watch. But I'm definitely gonna be doing Mob Psycho 100, like I said. I'm not gonna be doing Blue Lock. I have to continue to Your Eternity before I continue second season. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Based on a light novel. The Eminence in Shadow? Action comedy? Not really grabbing my attention. Have you guys heard about this show, Urusei Yatsura? Because it's a remake of like a classic show. And I kind of want to watch the classic show before I watch this. And it's by David Productions too. I mean, I'm definitely interested. But I kind of want to watch the original anime first, or at least kind of see a few episodes to like get a better feel of it. But I'm definitely interested in that. Still don't know if I want to do like a complete reaction to it, because I'm already doing like Mob Psycho and Chainsaw Man. Pop Team Epic is getting a second season. Wait, I forgot. This was just on the TV section on the summer. Let me go back to summer. I want to see like some of the other stuff. TV shorts, the leftovers, movies. Here we go. I'm interested in seeing this movie whenever this gets released. And this is like a short film as well. like 40 minutes or something, but really interested in this film because the trailer for it was like, I really like the trailer for this. Like, I love the use of color, and I don't know, like the overall atmosphere to it. Yeah, like here, the use of color, definitely high contrast. I hope it's good, not just some random generic romance. Are there any other movies that I do want to watch? I haven't read One Piece, so I'm not gonna be watching this. Eurocamp is also kind of interesting. SAO is getting a movie. Oh yeah, I forgot. Kakegurui Twin is coming out in summer. And Cyberpunk. Okay. I'm gonna be reacting to Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Next season, I'm gonna be reacting to this show. 100% gonna be reacting to this show. It's by Studio Trigger. It's directed by one of my favorite directors of all time, Hiroyuki Imaishi. The trailer was amazing. Ace. That's a bit random, but After the Rain was a good anime. Yeah, it is. It is a good anime. Oh my god. Oh my. Summer is actually stacked. This is also a show that I really want to watch. The Tatami Time Machine Blues, which is a sequel to the Tatami Galaxy, which I haven't really watched yet. So I kind of want to watch this first. And then I'm gonna watch that, which is the sequel. But I've already seen the movie, so I kind of know some of the characters. But yeah, this is definitely something that I do want to react to later on in the future. I'm not gonna be reacting to Kakegurui Twin, I'm probably gonna be watching that on my own. Drifting Home is also a movie that I do want to watch. It's gonna be out on Netflix too. First movie reaction on the channel? Yeah, I really want to watch Drifting Home. Because it's from the same director of Penguin Highway, and I really love Penguin Highway. And this movie is also based on a novel that is also written by the same person who wrote the Tatami Galaxy, if I remember correctly. Wait, no, this is the original. What the fuck? Where did I read that this was? Must be misremembering. But this is a movie that I do want to watch. And I'm probably going to be doing a reaction to it as well. Anything else? No. Damn. Summer is actually quite stacked to me. Shit. Alright, let's go back to fall. So fall we have Mob Psycho and Chainsaw Man, which is the two shows that I do want to watch and react to. Fuck, fall has the Makoto Shinkai movie as well. I completely forgot about that. I mean, that's gonna be coming out later on for international release. JoJo Part 6. And I guess that's pretty much it. I mean, there's not much going on yet. I mean, we don't know how many of these are gonna be like unexpected bangers. So, yeah. Yeah, you watch Tatami Galaxy on Netflix? Yeah, it's a show that I'm definitely wanting to watch. It's a show that I definitely want to watch. And I want to react to on the channel, because I feel like it's going to it's probably gonna have like really awesome discussions as well. I mean, I'm looking at my plan to watch list as well. Jeez, that's a lot. Because I don't want to. I want to do half and half. I want to do half seasonal shows, and I want to do half shows that already finished airing, so I can have way more control and not just wait like every week. There's also the Nier Automata anime that is supposedly coming out soon. I kind of want to react to it. I'm gonna see how much they ruin it. So many shows, so many shows. How many hours have I been streaming? Shit. But you know what? I think that's gonna be all for today. It's been a fun stream. We watched and reacted to the entirety of the Attack on Titan final season part 2 soundtrack, and YouTube, and there was a lot of problems. There was a lot of hiccups here and there, but we managed to get through, and luckily the stream is still up. Man, streaming is fun. Streaming is fun. I can see why a lot of people stream now, because streaming is fun, because interacting with people in chat is fun. So yeah, thank you all so much for actually tuning in and listening to this amazing soundtrack from Hiroyuki Sawano and Kore Yamamoto. It's fun discussing anime with all of you guys, and that's pretty much it. And I guess I will see you all, I guess, next time on the next stream. Again, the next proper stream is going to be on July 4th, which is when Chainsaw Man is going to be releasing. But the Chainsaw Man trailer is going to be releasing. But again, if there's going to be another stream, I'll let you know. I'll let you guys know on the community tab. That's all for today. Thank you guys so much. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you all next time. Take care. Goodbye.